What's up? I'm on Rohan, all that good stuff. My day is going pretty good. Hopefully yours is. You can always leave a comment on that if you wish. A sense of urgency. Why do you not live your life with a sense of urgency? You never know if the next second you will get to see. In the next few minutes, you do not know where you yourself will be. So why live without a sense of urgency? And what it is you wish to see or be. Otherwise, what it is you wish to see may never happen to be without a sense of urgency. When is it that you will pick yourself? Pick the dreams that have come to yourself. The ambitions that inspire. Keep you up at every night of the hour of the day that you currently are in. If you don't, it will plague you until the end. Urgency. Why not pick yourself? You know, me. By your actions, it's not hard to see if you live your life with a sense of urgency. About picking yourself and your dreams that have come to you and only yourself. For some, they try to cash a check, and it bounces, and it comes back. Not enough work has been done. Insufficient funds. Sense of urgency changes that. It definitely doesn't bounce and it doesn't come back. Being hard makes it really, really worth it, for you have to push hard. Every accomplishment you make, joy you get, it's all worth it at that place. Or if you impact someone in some way or another. It's really worth it to see their face or see the reaction in the moment. So do you have a sense of urgency in this moment? Or do you let it waste away? You say, you know what, I will do it another day. Every time you do that, gets farther away, then you seriously have to chase. After your dream the previous day, it waits for no one. With a sense of urgency. It doesn't happen. It's trying to get away from you. With a sense of urgency, you do what it is you need to do. Regardless of the obstacles or other things that stand in your way between you and those things. Many that are successful know of these things. It's a must. Their dreams, they see it is a must. Sense of urgency is common language to them, for they know, or what they wish to do, that is the only way they can win. It's not as easy as it looks either. Anyone that is where they wish to be, they would not more than likely say anything opposite to what you hear and see about the urgency. So many try to cash a check that it just bounces and it comes back. And then they wonder why it has done such things. For the sense of urgency, it was not seen. Busy lives. Yes, I know. But what's important to you, that evidence will show. Regardless what it is, the sense of urgency in that situation, or whatever it may be, we're all around will clearly see. Pick yourself, your dreams you see. Hard it might be, but the end result, there will be happiness that you will see. But if you do not show a sense of urgency, these are things you will more than likely see. Disappointment that continues to grow. Crucial points and decisions that you choose to let go. Knowing what to hold, you choose to just let go. Important moments you do not take advantage of. Your map and compass, not properly oriented or read correctly. For it is what actually guides you correctly. Habits is what you must change. Otherwise, you will remain the same. Just like ones that success they see. Pay attention to their habits, and you will understand why it is you see what you see. $80,000 seconds plus in a day. How is it that they use those differently than you in their day? Must defend your helms deep. Otherwise, a breach will be upon your keep. At that point, your dream you do not keep. And you will face sorrows deep. And then, double-edged knife. For yourself you cause your own strife. Instead of speaking and acting life. Crucial moments, you have to react. Exactly right. As the battle picks you, you automatically know what it is you are to do. At the day's end and the day's start, will your next day be different than the day today's you start? Or the day's end will it be? Or at the day's end or the day's start? Will a check you try to cash be the same as the day's end or the day's start? Bouncing and coming back. You have not fully earned that. If you do such things, proceed with caution, or you will lose your dreams if you do not proceed with caution. sense of urgency. Which of the two is it that you see? You act with urgency. Or you just leave it be? Oh, for another day I will try. Yet another day you choose to let your dream die. How bad do you want it? Do you lose sleep when you think about it? Does it bring a tear when you think of your reason? Do you have a source of courage that reinforces your reason? Do you have things that remind you every day of the urgency you must have upon every day? If you don't, you might want to search for that. What is it? A sense of urgency. It's pretty easy to see. Doesn't matter what happens, you still do. As if your life depends that you do. In the field or whatever area you wish to be. Even if it's only a moment, you still take full charge of that moment. Taking responsibility for the fact you must do. Of course, with your joy, as it is what you do. Gives you more of a craving to do what it is you do. Tell you an interesting fact that you may not know. Did you know what the most common time of a heart attack? 9 to 5. Interesting time to have such a thing as that. As well as other things that line up with that. The normal times for such things are usually when only certain things happen that involve things even worse than that. Little fact, did you happen to know that? Do you have a sense of urgency? Or do you just let it be? Not choosing yourself and what it is that you feel that has been appointed to yourself. If you do, then props to you. So this is information that you do not need to hear. Of course, all get motivation from their sources. Give them courage, as well as the willingness to do what it is that they feel so urgent to do. Do you have such thing that does this to you? Or is this concept entirely new? Of course, it doesn't matter. You will do what it is you will do. At the moment, you will not realize what it is you're lacking. If you just turn away and say that I am not lacking. Oh, but I will do it when I choose to do. Every day you pick not to. Do you realize how long that takes? Or how long it sets you back from that place? Every time you do that, it could be months behind you happen to be. Before your dream you will see. It could be years or more. All because you chose to close that door. Where is your sense of urgency? To be what it is you feel you know you can be. Every time you do that, you know what you say out loud as you do that? I do not care about myself. I do not believe in myself. I do not believe I am more than what I see. This is what you say to yourself. And the ones that see you do such things, the face they give when you do such things, this face is, do you not realize what you just did in front of me? Sense of urgency to pick yourself. It's not that hard to pick yourself. Doesn't mean to be selfish. Means when it is time for you to do what it is for you to do, you choose to do what it is you wish to do. That betters and pushes you more towards your dream. Yes, there may be others involved in your life as you try to pursue this dream. Whatever it may be. But boundaries and other things have to be set for such things. A sense of urgency. And the evidence of this, it will be seen. Or if you choose not to, the opposite is what the world will see. It's urgent for a reason. You do not know who it is you could impact upon this season. You do not know what kind of encouragement you could have brought. You could not know what kind of joy you could have gave someone else upon this spot. But instead, not only is your dream dead, but the opposite happens. For everything you could have done is dead. Even if it doesn't involve people at all. The stories of what you may have done. How far you had to go to get it done. How many no's before a yes? Whatever it is, before you got that yes. Or the joy that you could have got in the process of getting to that spot. Instead of getting that, you traded in for sorrow and misery? It's not worth it if you ask me. Being hard. That is definitely true. But do you not realize there is greatness within you? And everything you need to do what it is you need to do is standing right in front of you. Regardless what field or what it is you wish to do. But this sense of urgency is not an attitude that you have within you. Fairly easy to change that though. It's kind of like the saying, if you're not a big boy or a big dog, just stay on the porch. That's what you're choosing to do. A sense of an urgency. If you were to try it, results immediately you may not see. But every step forward, it would be clear as day. Or is it an excuse that you choose to say? A busy schedule upon the day. Fairly easy to carve your time how it is you wish to be. Or it is what you wish to see. Funny thing about it is, doesn't matter what your story is like. There are ones that can prove that it's possible within your life. The stories are out there. All you gotta do is look for them. Of course, with them, a sense of urgency can be seen in every single action. Said, done, and unseen. Just an excuse. That you do not have a sense of urgency. Not easy to do. Not trying to tell that to you. Of course you know, for there is only one that will know. If it is a sense of urgency, you truthfully shout. Or one you choose not to. Excuses why you choose not to. Explain it to yourself first as what you must do. For it has to seem believable, even to you. So, choosing to lie to yourself, is that what you do? Edge of a knife, it sounds like, with that. Of course, you cause your own strife when you choose to do that. Knowing when you're hold. Knowing when it is. At points like this, you must hold. Trying to convince yourself. Has it gotten old? So at the day's end of the day's start. If you make these excuses, will you tell yourself that lie from the day? Before it starts or at the end? How do you look at your life? Maybe at this point you do not look at it right. It is the compound interest of the sense of urgency that you do or do not have. When you choose if the dream you've seen, or the one that you wish to have, is or not seen, merely by your sense of urgency. The harder you work, the easier it gets. The joy of your accomplishments. That is other things you get. Regardless what field you may be in. A sense of urgency. Does your actions begin? Or is it the opposite of that? Sense of urgency. Do you know what the opposite of that happens to be? The excuses that others see. Trying to lie to yourself of why you cannot accomplish. Of everything that you can, if you choose, to accomplish. Oh, I'm bad at this. Maybe, if you were thinking right. Instead of that, you would think this. That's clearly something that I need to work on. So that limitation I have is gone. So, will you choose to put your game face on? And make these excuses be gone? Or will lying to yourself continue to go on? Until the last day that you are able to lie to yourself and say, I am not capable. There is no greatness within me. Doesn't matter what another can see. There are plenty that can see what it is you could do if you stopped making those excuses and lying to you. Sense of urgency to change. If these things do not change, your circumstance, it will remain the same. And as disappointment grows, there is only one other than your family that will know. Of course, in your emotion and other things this will show. To ones that you do not wish to know. A sense of urgency, an urgency to grow. Or anyone successful in any field. With these facts they already know. And that's what sets them apart. They can see such things from afar. And they separate from that to ensure that they do not get infected with that. Or tell you like it is. Not easy to do that. But with a search deep within, the reason can easily make you win in what it is you wish to do. A sense of urgency, it will stalk you in every single thing that you do. These dreams that have come to you. Will be the only thing you wish to do. A sense of joy as you do will be something that is common to you. Granted, frustration may come as you try to do. But regardless, what field you choose to do, these are things that you cannot avoid. But speaking or acting in a bad way towards yourself, not seeing the greatness within yourself, these are things you can avoid. Even if no one else around you sees it, there's only one that has to see it. The only other thing I wish to say, the last days that you happen to be in this place, let me ask you this. Can you explain that to yourself? Why you chose not to show the true, authentic you to the ones around you? Why did you choose not to have a sense of urgency to try to accomplish these dreams? You have to explain this to yourself. At this end point, do you wish to say, I did everything I could upon those days? Or will it be the opposite that you say? And try to explain. To yourself. Only you know the true self. You know what you can do. Even if others cannot see what it is you can do. This doubt, though, it has to go. Instead, a sense of urgency, that is what needs to show. Well, that looks like all the time I have for now. Just a little bit of info on how to contact me on social media, as well as a few coupons from my sponsors. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.